Hello and welcome to the Off-Grid Mountain Homestead. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to wash your biodiesel if you're making it at home using the recipe I showed you in the previous video. So I've had it in the greenhouse for 48 hours. So here is the batch I made on the previous video right there. Here is the other batch I showed you that had already been pre-done. So I'm going to show you how to rinse your biodiesel out using the mist method. There's several different methods to use. I prefer the mist method. So if you can see right there, it's our glycerin. So the reaction is mostly complete. The diesel's fairly clear. There's no more sludge in it. We can see our glycerin layer. I'm trying to get you where you can see this good. And there's a methanol layer right in there. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to work with the sun. There you go. You can see the upper layer sitting on top of that glycerin. Now the way I'm going to show you today, we're not going to salvage the glycerin with this method. Well, I can on this one, but this one, the glycerin's at the bottom with all that sludge. Normally you would siphon your glycerin off first to save it to make biodiesel soap, which I'll be going over in some upcoming videos too. Well, I guess I can show you on this one how to get the glycerin out before we wash it. This one I was doing it so you could see the separation layer. And I don't know if I made myself clear enough in the previous video, but if you don't wash your biodiesel, this is the junk that's going to build up in your fuel system right here. That's all the residual soaps from the reactions. So that's why you wash it. If you don't wash it and you use it just like this, that junk right there is going to be going through your fuel system. So I'll go ahead and show you how to get the glycerin off. You can just put your thumb on the bottle, turn it upside down, that kind of deal. Or you can get creative with a little piece of copper tubing and some polyurethane sealant and a bottle cap. And I'll make you a little pour spout. You can siphon it out of the bottom with a hand pump or electric pump. If you set up a full-scale reactor, it's a lot easier to do all this. But this is, the homemade style if you're getting started for testing and stuff. So you gotta get a little dirtier doing it this way, but I'm gonna use my custom adapter cap right there. Just, I think that's 1/4" copper. So put that on like this, and you're gonna get dirty. It's pretty harmless at this point. Nothing chemically that's really gonna mess with you. It's just basically no more dangerous than soap in your bathroom or your shampoo at this point. So I've got my receptacle bottle, unfiltered biodiesel. I'm gonna be putting this in. So I got my adapter cap on right here. You can see that. So I'm going to use my little adapter cap and my thumb and get this over. I'm gonna try to not disturb the glycerin in there. I'm just gonna pour it in there, and hopefully that glycerin layer will stay stuck. Depends on how your reaction went. Sometimes it's liquid, sometimes it's solid, just depends on your oil, what's in it, how strong you made your mix. So don't be surprised if it's gelled up like this. And then again, sometimes it's pure liquid and it wants to run back in, and you have to do it a little different, drain the glycerin off first. But put that on there. You can see it's, give it a little pressure and get this done so I don't take up any more of your time.
I'm gonna wash it. Oh, there comes the glycerin clog. Try to get the rest of the spew out so glycerin won't drop back in there.
Needs a little burp. And then sometimes you gotta roll with it. Nice chunk of glycerin right there. We'll work with that later, make some biodiesel soap. So you can see the remaining glycerin in that. So now that's the one we poured off of right there, the one I made on the previous video. So there's the biodiesel, it's not been washed. So I've got a mist spray right here, gonna do the mist method. This water's been heating up in the greenhouse over there, so it's warm to the touch. So we're gonna get it on a fine mist, like such, if you can see that. And then just put it in your bottle. And try not to shake the oil around like I'm doing, because I'm doing this one-handed, and just spritz it down through there. And you can see the water working it through. See all the bubbles, the water beads going through there. So you want to put, 2 to 4 ounces in there for your first wash for this 1 liter right here, because oil and water is going to separate, and this water's hot, so that's better. Don't use cold water, or you can make an emulsion which looks similar to that, but it won't. It thickens up and turns into like mayonnaise consistency, and you'll never get the emulsion to break without extra heat. And all this is being done in that greenhouse using solar heating through direct, heating into that greenhouse. You can use propane heaters and electric heaters, cooktop, things like that, to make all this go faster. If you heat this oil up, it'll break emulsion, it'll settle quicker, but this is all doing it for as cheap as possible. So I don't want to waste propane or electricity, anything like that. So, get our mixture in there and let it settle for a minute, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I want to show you before this settles too long. You see I used about 2 ounces out of this sprayer. I had it slam full, so I'm gonna show you what 2 ounces looks like. I said it's gonna take it a minute to settle. The hotter it is, the quicker it settles. If you can see the layer forming in the bottom already right there. You can see how it's not clear water. We're gonna rinse until we get clear water, and then we'll know our diesel is all the way filtered out. See that layer starting down there? And after you've let that sit for a couple of minutes and you see that layer I showed you, you're gonna put your cap on. Don't shake it. Don't even think about shaking it. You can give it some twirlies like this. We're gonna shake it on the last wash to make sure we're clean. But remember I was talking about an emulsion. You'll make an emulsion that won't ever break or take a long time to separate. So you can give it some swirls. Just don't shake it. And then we'll let that settle. And once it starts clearing up, I'll do the next wash on it. So the biodiesel's been sitting for a little while in the greenhouse. Try to see if you can see the separation layer in the bottom. I don't know if you can see that or not. Try to get to focus. Hold on. Let me get you down here closer. You can see what's going on. See the layer down there in the bottom? Because remember, we only used 2 ounces of water, so a lot of it's settling out. So that's about close to what I put in. So now it's time to do the second rinse. I'm gonna try to stack it in layers like you saw in that other bottle on the first video of this series. To show you how the water kind of changes as you clean it up. So I put about 2 ounces in the first time. This time I'm gonna be a little more aggressive with it. On the first wash, you want to be easy, not to let it have any emulsions with any leftover soaps. So once you get that first one done, you can be a little more aggressive on the second wash. So I'm gonna put about 6 or 8 ounces in it this time and be a little more aggressive with it too. Just keep on filling this, and just a good bit more water in it this time. And you start to see big clobs, looks like sour cream or cottage cheese forming in the oil, stop. That means that it's too cold, or your rinse water's too cold and it's trying to make an emulsion. You don't want to make an emulsion. Went ahead and did a little test after it settled for a minute. You see it's the water layer or wash layer on the bottom is filling up pretty quick. So you don't see any emulsions forming. You can add more water to it, be a little more aggressive with it. So then I'll let it settle out again like that. Then drain that water off. Then see what the rinse water looks like and probably do the final rinse on it. 10 or 15 minutes of settling. Got us a nice water layer. I'm gonna drain that off here in just a minute, give it a few more minutes to settle. I'll drain that off and then rinse it again. See what the water looks like. We're going for clear to mostly clear on our rinse water. Let's rinse it out and see what's happening. Put my little adapter cap on here. Turn it over easy, let that water layer get back to the bottom. Drain it out. And go until you get a little bit of shot of diesel at the end. All right. No water layer in there. Back to biodiesel. So rinse it a little harder this time. Get my pre-warmed gallon of water here. I'm gonna fill it back up again. Let it settle. You can see that layer forming pretty quick now. Means most of the gunk and the soaps are already dropped out in that first set of rinses, which is what we want. All right, let that settle again. Give it a little twirl, a little swirl to get everything activated. You see how the water's getting clearer and clearer down there? It's almost clear on that rinse, so let that settle, rinse it. I'm just gonna rinse so that's clear, mostly clear. But you can see right there, it's got a quick separation. And that's exactly what you want. I'm glad that it happened this quick on camera live, but see how that separated out so fast? That's good. That's exactly what you want right there. I should have just kept it recording and just fast forwarded for you, but literally less than maybe 2 minutes and it split. So I'm gonna turn it upside down one more time. We're almost there. Almost there. Same thing as before. Turn it over easy, let the water layer drop into the bottom. See the water layer? And we're gonna just give it a squeeze again and squirt all the water out. And this next one should be the final rinse. I don't really see a need to go more than one more rinse out of it as quick as this one separated, as quick as it cleared out. So that's excellent. So bear with me a second while I get the rest of this water out. And go until you get, like I said, a little shot of biodiesel at the end. You can tell when it comes out, it changes. And there we go. So this should be the final rinse here. Should be the final rinse. I'm gonna hit it a little different this time. Back to my pre-warmed water. I'm gonna give it about the same amount. This time I'm gonna do a little different. A little bit different this time. Go ahead and get plenty of water in there. So I want this to be the last time that I have to add this water in. So let that emulsion, well, it's not really an emulsion, excuse me, I misspoke. Just let it split back out like your salad dressing does after it sits in the refrigerator for a while. And then you can do it once we get it clear, like this. You see your water's mostly clear, it dropped right through the oil. Then you can roll it a little bit like this to make sure you get the rest of the contaminants and soaps and stuff out. Just gonna roll it gently. And you can roll it end over end, whichever way you prefer. You can see how quick, even like that, see how quick the water drops right back out. So just roll it around a little bit more, and just keep rolling around. Once you do it a few times, you'll kind of get the hang of it, how it works. You can give it a shake. Should be fine to give it a shake now. It should separate right back out. So that's how long it takes to separate. Should just be like oil and vinegar dressing. Should drop right back out. So yes, that is washed. Try to get you, see how clear that is right there? For diesel heaters and indirect injected diesels, things like that, that's plenty clean right there. I'll give it another shake for you though, just to show you. Shake it, and it comes back out quick. So do that again. Give it a shake, it separates back out. So we're washed. This one's good to go. I'll give it a few minutes to settle. I'll drain it off again. So it's exactly how you want to do. Shake it, no emulsions form, and it drops right back out to clear. That's great. Dump it one more time. You can see that water is clear. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So a little adapter cap on, one more rinse, and all this right here, I'm eventually going to show you in the advanced classes how to recover any that you accidentally dump out. And we'll do another series after this beginner series. I'll show you more advanced methods to do recoveries on some of this stuff. So I'm keeping my wash water off of this one, the wash water off that one in the first video. Everything's going to stay in this container so I can recycle it and grab any remaining glycerins or any remaining biodiesel that I've accidentally put put through it by letting a little bit spill out of this hole, doing it this way. Again, let's do it the same way you've seen it before. It's like this. And then get the water out till you get a little clean shot of biodiesel out the end with no water. And then now this one's clean. It's ready for its final processing. Just get all the water out. You can see how clear it is this time. And go till you get a little shot of biodiesel out the end. That's water bubbles, and then that is solid biodiesel. That's done. That's rinsed, it's washed. Now it's got to do final processing, filtration, drying, all that. So that does it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Easy way to wash your biodiesel. Like I said, if you have heating elements, heated containers, heated vessels, reactors, things like that, like a professional biodiesel setup, everything goes faster. Heat it in the greenhouse with just letting the sun warm it up. You know, it takes a little longer, but you know, good grid down fuel. You can make fuel with the stuff you got laying around your house. But appreciate y'all watching the Off-Grid Mountain Homestead. Hope I earned a like from you today. Questions, go ahead and put in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, I greatly appreciate a subscription. Hope you have a wonderful day.